Ragashanti live. Oh, time! Ready.
I Mixup An Blenda time. I'm want to call and talk of the Kingston.
That's the reason I'm done with him, because I see the boy out there to get up here to see him rock.
Hold on, the boy have you and the girl up here with the same red rock?
Yes. Raga.
Yeah.
Beside the girl with the next side of story about the red Raga. Then people that look at me and say you're Haganiering because we are.
Yo, that word that mad. Haganiering to the flipping world.
Hi. Ragashanti, I the Mixup daddy. Hallelujah. Ragashanti go on and on. Yes, Ragashanti. Now you know how Richie feelings this, right? And you know me have to listen to your program because you talk a crocus bag of things with scandal side of it.
Start it over.
Oh yeah!
Ragashanti live. Oh, time! Ready.
I Mixup An Blenda time. I'm want to call and talk of the Kingston.
That's the reason I'm done with him, because I see the boy out there to get up here to see him rock.
Hold on, the boy have you and the girl up here with the same red rock?
Yes. Raga.
Yeah.
Beside the girl with the next side of story about the red Raga. Then people that look at me and say you're Haganiering because we are.
Yo, that word that mad. Haganiering to the flipping world.
Hi. Ragashanti, I the Mixup daddy. Hallelujah. Ragashanti go on and on.
There we go. Ready up.
Yes, Ragashanti.
Ready up.
Now you know how Richie feelings this, right? And you know me have to listen to your program because you talk a
Check,
crocus bag
check,
of things with
check,
scandal
check.
side of it.
Check. There we go now.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Hey, man, the Tambourine, they ain't have a play and a good night. Hey, make it run. Hey. Karen Elizabeth, I see you.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Everybody come in. Boy. Greetings, people out of cold New York City and thing. Well, it started out cold this morning, you know. Because it been cold since what day, you understand? Since about Sunday, Monday, so some breed of cold come touch down in a place, you know, nothing normal. You know that cold when you walk out tonight, your hands start burn you. Like that cold, your hand them start burn you. Like literally a burn you. The cold a burn you. That's something there. Yo, I don't know what is it, but like the pitney them just have a way where them just adjust to cool quicker than adult. Person, you don't feel so. Like the pitney them, like my hand will freeze and a bother me, and it's like, I don't know if I'm mind over matter or something like so. If you just pay it attention, but and two of my youth them, two of my youth them, the two last one them born in New York, but them didn't move to Florida after, and them they live in Florida most of the time. So this are them first winter since them get big. Some of the, since them have like a consciousness of self-awareness and things. Some of the things say, boy, it take a rough on them. And it's going to be shocking to them because them used to Florida. It coming like nothing to them, and me a ball, and them good. Them good. You know I want them pitney, but them just seem to adjust to it cool, different, from adult. Anyway, putus. All right, people, you know putus is an affectionate Jamaican term, right? Where people use to refer to, very often refer to them, most of the time them refer to them significant other. But when Tambourine really did a juggle, Putus end up get a name from the woman them over Tambourine radio, right? So them, there's a person now in a TamFam named Putus. People remember why they Putus call in, and Putus I say, oh, him not getting a sort out from him lady who him live with and thing, and him go get a woman and bring a woman in upon the house with her upon her. If him not get some more sort out and thing and whatever. And I remember when me a question Putus about the matter and sitting and whatever, me a question him about it and thing, and some things come out. Him end up I say some things, when me where, because my question to him basically was, so why your lady put on her foot? It sounds like she get tired of something and she done with, she get frustrated and reach a point where she just get decisive about something and things. So, but anyway, it put us Emma till finally get him to admit some things. So I said, but put us, the lady have a right to be upset with you and things like that and whatever. But Putus is a stubborn man. And Putus say him no business. Him supposed to get sort out. And if him not getting a sort out, him going to bring woman in the house for the lady and all him something. I mean, I tell Putus, don't do that something there. Don't do it. Don't do it, Putus. Don't bring in a woman for your wife in the house because your wife not giving up Jojo and thing or whatever. And me and him end up, I go back and forth to argue about it. And well, Putus, somebody send in some things, and give you another side of the story. Right? Again, somebody send in some things regarding that matter and give you another side of the story. All right? Just Putus, just basically said, just like I was, a reason with you about the thing. There's several things that come, them sent to me and thing. And we hear another side of the thing, Putus. That's how it go, But, like them say, you have more than one side to a story. Them say, you have theme side, fear side, and then the truth, some people say so. So somewhere in the middle, you can find a balanced opinion of both parties and thing. But Putus, but I make you know, say something send in, and basically the things they might give it for them, for them account about your behavior and where you are going with from for them side. You understand? And the thing, but I'm not going to it right, Putus. But, give it that you had called the show, you did call the show. And give it that you had put it out there. Right? You had put it out there. So you call the show and you put it out there. relatives and thing and people and sitting. You know, them did hear what go on, them listen to the show and thing, and then give me a list of things out here where you are going with Putus. Then give me a list of things right here, so, you know, and what the lady been going through. So, for the purpose of the listeners who did hear when you call in, I know you're on it to the lady who you live with. And they also heard, you know, the back and forth, the banter, the little argument with me and they engage in to try to figure out how best we deal with this thing. I know you're stubborn, because you're stubborn, Putus, you're stubborn. You don't even stubborn, you're stubborn, right? So give it that the listeners, them did hear all of that. Me just update them to make them know, say, somebody DM me, you know, a bunch of things on, you know, your side, and if those things are true, then them have a then the lady have a legitimate basis to get upset with you and stop give you front. Again, Putus, then send in a bag of something, and if those things are true, then any reasonable mind would conclude that they understand why that lady who you live with felt like she just had enough and she don't want to open her legs for you anymore, right? We just keep it real. And again, Putus, I'm saying this because you did call in of your own volition and you did, you know, present you know, all these things, you know, issues where you have with the woman who you live with and what you want to do about it and all them something there. And the listeners, them did listen and think and did try to understand. So, but just want the listeners, them know, say, we get, you know, the other side of the story and be expanded list of things. And when this woman says she go through with you, Putus, be expanded all them something where she go through with you. Like any reasonable person would have said, no, we understand why she just said, boy, leave me alone. I don't want you to come lie down for me. Type of thing. All right? Okay. Andrea Bonner, Wagwan. Canada people, let me know place. Even though on a shout out pop down. Yo, me can beat them, you see. Yo, why me always a beat Canada people, so with them pop down shout out, how? All right, Pretty Chin, big up yourself. Tina Bent, large up. Tash Chin, boo boo. Wagwan boo boo, Tash Chin. You all right? Make sure you all right, you know. Okay, you know the thing go. Andrew Purple, what you say? Andrew Purple, you disappear. For what do you think? Couple people did ask you, Andrew. All right, people, what do you think about this? What if you have a friend? A real friend, a real good friend. Proper friend. And the person you're there with, move to your friend. I know your friend moved to the person, you know. Me say, me have that. Me say me have the heartburn something there. Give me a warm time, you see, man. Need some Tums or some Prilosec or one. I beat my man. I mean, I'm on medication. Tums and Prilosec and medication. But I like take medication, you know. I love to ride out things. Anyway. So what if you have a friend? A real good friend. And the person you're there with, the man or the woman who you're there with, move to your friend. It's not your friend move to the man or the woman who you're there with. It's the man or your woman go move to your friend. And your friend sort out with that person. Right? So you have a really good friend. If you're a man, I have a really bona fide brethren. And your woman move to your brethren and go dash out something upon your brethren. Or if you have a man Or if you have a woman and you have a really, oh, it go no. No, hold on. So ladies, if you have a man, right, and your man move to your sister, you're really good sister, you're really good friend. And men, if you have a woman, and the woman move to your really good brethren, and your brethren, your friend or your brethren, take it from the person who you're there with, and them do it. And later on you find out. And when you find out, the woman who you're there with admit it, say, yeah, and she did move to him for true, and she push herself on him. And she's sorry. But your woman admit it, you know. Or if it's a man you're there with, the man admit it and say, yeah, him did move to your sister. And him sorry. So if you're a woman and your man move to your sister, and your man say him sorry, and the sister say she's sorry too. But the man pressure, and she admitted that she did give in and do it, but I never she moved to him and she asked for forgiveness. Who deserve forgiveness, if any? The person who you're there with, or the friend? The person who you're there with, or the friend? And even if you stay with the person who you're there with, would you still stay a friend with your brethren or your sister? And can there be a situation too where this is where a problem come in, you know, because we have different possibilities. But this one I tell you about now are the real reason why this bring up, you know. Can there be a situation where you there with somebody and based on how that person there flow with you and based on the quality of friendship where you have with your sister or your brethren, where it make more sense to left the person who you're there with and stay a friend with your sister or your brethren? Again, let me answer. Can there be a situation where the person who you're there with, who move to your sister or your brethren, your bona fide sister or your brethren, can there be a situation where it would have made more sense for you if you just left the person who you're there with and not chat to them at all, done with them, and just stay, maintain the friendship with your sister or your brethren, based upon the particular facts were in the mix-up, were in the drama? Because, you know, yeah, a matter rise and thing, and similar things have come up before, but another matter rise and thing, and sitting and thing. And, you know, somebody make an argument. If they say, no, he might go and juggle with him brethren. And he might left the woman. And I'm woman draft him brethren, you know. The man, woman, draft him brethren and him brethren go take it. I never tell him. And then so him find out. And he moved to him woman about it and thing and whatever. And oh, if you do that and then she say, yeah. And she admitted, say she moved to him brethren. And him end up left him woman. And still have him in friendship with him brethren. Can you imagine a scenario where you would say, oh, I understand, yeah, I understand why him do that, you know? Or is it the case that, you know, you're saying like, no, I simply cannot imagine any scenario where the person who you're there with go draft for your best friend, grind on for your best friend, and you end up left the person who you're there with and keep your friendship with your best friend? Is it that you can just never imagine a scenario like that? Or if you push yourself to think about it, you probably can. Give me a call and tell me what you think about that. Or any other mix-up you want to have. Hold on. Somebody asked about Tina. Yeah, how Tina say? Hold on. Let me see what Tina. Let me scroll down here, sir. But I'm not see what Tina say nothing. Oh. Boy, I swear my bill different because if my man do me that, I would have bun him back with all him father. I'm sure my bun with a atta. Bun him back with him father, though. Yeah. Remember I mix up with the boy and woman who did there and whatever, this and that, and him a style her up and he President Mixup come in one time, you know. This boy and this youth are there, you know. And I forgot what, but it look like him do some kind of violation, you see me? And then so he might go get some money, and then he kind of run the woman, because he might get some money, you know, from him father, you know? Right? And something go on when he run the woman. You know, so the woman turn around and go take your father. Yeah, man, woman turn around and take your father, man, and start run the father in and tell the father, say, don't give him no money. And as she get the money. Yo, that cool though. But I want to break. We're soon forward. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Yeah, man, welcome back up in our juggling and thing. I could jump right to the phone call on the matter right. I will send out the call and press it. Hello.
All them.
Greetings.
They are going all them, no.
You see it. What you say differently?
What is that topic is all about? If you have a woman and your friend look him and there with him?
Yeah, if you have a woman, see, and she go look your brethren, and your brethren, and do so with your brethren, and then you go find out, and she admit it, that she draft for him and thing. Like, is there a situation where you'd have value your brethren friendship more than the woman?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Oh, explain.
You know what I'm saying? She go to you go look the brethren. That means they never want you for a morning.
See?
So, you understand, but to come to a friend, just say, Daddy, and then if you do that charge, you should have let me know. Left that to our next man.
See?
You see me? But if my friend look my woman know, I want a problem, I look a mash your chop, and then got a coat.
Oh, if your brethren go draft your woman now, a different thing, right?
Yeah, man, a different thing, man.
But
no.
Yeah.
You're not looking to a much of a relationship in a raga.
Well, you can, yeah, one way. Could have probably did a pre, because you start wondering now, so how long now you pre woman dog and all them something there. But when I say you can, if it's a case where your woman draft him and them do it and whatever, you can see a situation where you run with the woman and just maintain a friendship with your brethren.
You know, say, in that friendship, I'm going to do it, but you're going to come like I want customer, so you know, buy from you, and you say, hello, you're good, and that's it. You know, I mean, no friends in the day. You see what I say? Okay. Pass the place to say in a raga.
But what you think about a brethren now? I say, nah, he must say, boy, film argument is like, yo, woman go and come, I can't get other woman, but I'm a real general, this from Jamaica, where me and him go through enough, so, and me can't knock him because if she give him front, if a man I get front and him take front, me nah, whatever, this, what you think about a man I make that reasoning there?
I good somebody that man, because they don't know, everybody say I stick me to that no conscience, you know, if him have conscience, I know him can't touch him, man. I good somebody.
No, but me I say him do it with her. Them sort out. But if she draft him, you know. But film reasoning is, nah, woman can't get that woman or whatever. Eh?
You can't be a case say I'm a woman, but you don't live a house with him and be a mother. You see me I say?
Well, that's what me I say sometimes. Every case turn upon the particular set of facts. So there, you understand? And until you know all of the details in each case, you have to be careful how you come with some sweeping generalizations. And so I can't imagine this and I can't imagine that until you know the specifics that exist in that particular situation, you know? Because the man here said, no, I'm general from way back when, and him can never find a friend like that. You know, because you know, them used to do road at Jamaica and, you know, politics thing and all kind of sitting. We're not going on a detail. So he must say, yo, him can't find a bridging like that again. So he must say, yo, him not knock him because even him own a woman tell him, say, she drive for him and whatever and run it for him and thing like that.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you about another one now. All right.
Talk fast about.
Yeah, what if you have a brother and your brother go see your woman, your wife, with a man about you, and the brother don't say nothing to you, you know, but through the woman, through him wife say him see him, the wife drive him and run it upon him just to keep him silent and thing, and him take it. And then after now, you find out, say, your brother and your wife did go on with something, and your brother tell you up front, say, me not tell you nothing. No care what me see your wife I do, me not tell you nothing because that is not my business. And she come run it for me because she thinks she did have to keep me quiet and she did nervous around me. And friend, she run it for me and me take it one time. She not offer me it again, me not take it again, and everything did balance and level because me know the only reason why she give me is because she want to put me in a position where she thinks me not go tell you, which me never go tell you anyway. You that cool with your brother after that?
Well, you see, because they are foreign, I want total different minds when they are Jamaica.
No. The second one, the first one up not foreign, yeah? But the second one up not Jamaica.
How will I deal with that?
You and your brother are still good?
Yeah, man, now man. That's still good, man.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, isn't it? But your friend party that wants to cut off, but my brother will still have the same balance, isn't it?
Seeing.
You understand? But at the end of the day, if your wife, you understand, I still have to just, because you know you're going to be a picnic mother. At the end of the day, you still have to say, so forgive him. But you know, you're not giving the whole 80% that's us again. See? We are 40, isn't it?
Oh, this is the wife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, then where you call from, Papa?
All right, yeah, this I know. I don't know if I mix up this, but is I want to need to rinse in the ears.
Yeah.
One man a thief cow and one man want a driver.
One man a thief cow and one man want a driver?
Listen.
Yeah.
No, one man want a thief cow want a driver and start a taxi man.
Yeah.
And when the police come on the car and the police pull them to the left, when the passenger thief, you know, because the cow and the goat up on the back seat, fly along back seat, you know, them look when them call the AD wagon.
No, hold on. Cow can't hold in a taxi.
No, they call them dead, man. I thief them.
Okay. And kill them. Okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah. I put them in the wagon.
Yeah, wagon. Okay, yeah. Well, he pass space back there, so yeah.
So when the thief, pass the police, he turned to the passenger, to the driver and said, boss, make sure there's no trouble in the boss. I carry straight. Police lock up the two of them and the man bust the case, left the driver, man.
Well, and the police lock up the two of them for what, though? What the police lock them up for?
Then before they have thief in animal were dead from back seat, man. That me I said to you.
Well, and so I know nothing to do with the car or anything when them get locked up, and them get locked up for the animal.
He pull his stunt on the driver, right when the police pass the police, the car pass the police, return from the left now.
Yeah.
So them pull them over, you know.
Yeah.
Boss me to say there's no trouble in the bar.
Oh, and so him just act like say him is a passenger in a taxi.
And I see him beg him a drive, yeah.
But and that didn't tell the police and him get to and them hold the taxi man because of him are the driver of the vehicle.
Yeah, because the police, but you know, the man was ball out in throat, so the police have mass of an animal thief and man, you know.
So why they make him bust the case then and hold on the taxi man?
And him a holding statement saying, no, the man, I see man and beg him and I drive.
Bombard. And I taxi man now, I carry the whole case then now, because I say him are the thief.
Yeah, man. That around 10 years ago, man, I tell you, say Jamaican head, them smart, and I tell you, say thief, them smart out there.
So, well, I just want the people them understand what you're saying. So a man is a pray their last in this, you know, right? That him pray their last him go him thief animal. And him want a driver, so him go so boom. And just, you know, hire a taxi man for do the driving. So him go thief animal, them kill them. Before day.
Like night 2 o'clock.
Yeah, night 2 o'clock. Thief the animal and put in the vehicle. And so all the man do a drive a taxi, you know. I drive a vehicle and things. So I drive a vehicle and police comes and I pull them over now. As soon as the police pull them over, while the vehicle drive past the police, the thief who in the passenger seat, him just start right away and I said, yo, cabby, taxi man, make sure say everything all right, you know. Oh, make sure say everything all right, you know. You know, make me come take a taxi and involved in anything, you know. And just say that we make the police them here and just start holding him argument. Say, I don't know that man here. A taxi me take. A taxi me take. And them end up I lock him up and I lock up a taxi man for it. Yo. That cool.
A pinchers a taxi man, here one.
Pinchers don't say another word, you know, because you know you're a real boss and I think, you know, don't say a word, you know. You don't.
You know, more make a link for me live now, listen I know people by your view. Yeah, Canada can send me some sweet pepper seed or some, what them call it, melon seed to do some farming. I don't know them stay.
What you say, how that go?
More do some farming.
Yeah.
I mean, a link if nobody can give me some tomato seed, sweet pepper and melon.
No man, Pinchers, we can't get that fit. No man. TamFam as them way, and you know, say, and that is a reasonable request. You know, I can't beg no money and I pressure the people or whatever.
No, you know, you see the quality seed that the hybrid one more from Canada. You know, them have it like the tomcat and the sweet pepper, and them have the Crystal King and the melon, and what them call it jumbo. Crystal King. No, all right, here we go on.
Me I go tell you the truth. Me don't know them something there, but here we go on. Link me. And me I go give you a number, and me I go announce it and thing, and me I tell them, me know the TamFamers them. Them will get it for you. But you have to just tell me specifically what you want, and me make them get it for you, and we send them see the tea and make you do your part. No man, you see them people you know, them don't really like nobody bother them for money and them. Because them just used to that. Them get that every day. All right then. And you see when you call in right you know, and you say, you have some seeds, you want to go do some farming. Right, me not ask you. Me know them. Me know people right now. I say, yo, Raga, just make him tell you. Yeah, we get it for him, and you get it. Yeah.
You see, 50 pounds of the fertilizer. Yeah. 1122. Our 9,500 for that, and you have to buy a whole grow now, and some snail slugs, and jump on and something. So everything was expensive. Plus you have to buy grass like what?
No, Pinchers, you don't have to explain that in the show. All right? That's why I tell them. I don't want to get too much in that. Them logic. No, man. And then the other thing to me, I want, because you see how radio run, you see people that listen, you know, can't guarantee, you know, a couple other people are going to come in, you know. So, but you what I say? No, man, don't, nobody worry, just link me, you know, on social media. Because I put my number over the year, you see.
All right. You want to take mine, they make Reggie, the first one on the phone, mute the call.
Prezi. Oh, no, a Jamaica you call from, don't? Yeah. And the people them at Jamaica have to take it. You tell somebody at Jamaica, say them have to take it. Prezi, who done at Jamaica? Kevin or Sajay or who? Kevin? Yo, Kevin, take Pinchers' number and give it to Prezi, yeah? Stay up on the line. They might take your number now. Here. Give me next caller. Yeah. Now we have to encourage them thing there. Hello.
No close, Raga.
Wagwan, Bobo. Wagwan.
Why I say, if me and Tina too cute are best friends.
Right.
Big house and my man.
Right.
And Tina too cute running from big house.
The other way around.
a big house running pan Tina.
Right.
Too cute.
Right.
And
Your man running
Tina-
pan your best friend. Yeah.
Yes. And she dash it out pan
And Tina
him.
dash it out pan him in every room in the big house. She dash it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I too me like Tina. She too cute. That's why I call
Me
her.
know. She know that too,
Well,
man.
trust me.
Yeah.
Me a drop for your friend.
You drop
Shoulda-
Tina.
Yeah. Me a drop Tina too.
But
cute
hold on.
friend.
So you gonna stay with your man?
Well, we are going to start it out, you know. Me don't know if me are going to stay with him, but
Right.
definitely me a drop for our friendship because she should have known better.
No,
Me
but
and
what?
her
No,
friend.
but what if your friend were? Alright, what if it's a man who you're there with for say 1 year, and your friendship with Tina is like say for 15 years, some from you there Jamaica wanna
Yes.
travel the world, 15, 20 years and whatever, and thing. Would those facts change it?
Tina weak.
No, you don't answer the
Tina.
question. Me say, if she was you would don't establish that already, so she weak and she not do it. But me I say, what if Tina, your friendship, the friendship where you have with Tina as your best friend, it go back like 15, 20 years. And the man where you're there with, you're just there with him for like 1 year, you're there with him and thing. But it still happens so. You'd have still done with Tina
In
and
our friendship,
eh?
yeah, me a in our friendship same way.
Okay.
Me a any tragger.
Okay.
Me don't know how it should have go down with the man, but me a any because she should have understand herself. Me and her friend a long time we in this together. You understand me?
No, but what I'm saying is, right there, so now you're putting more of the burden of responsibility not to do it on the friend rather than the person who you're there with. Some people are listening to that and say,
Well-
but that not make sense. Why you say Tina should have known that she shouldn't do it? But you not say it, say, your man, you not say, boy, I would have cut off a man to because him should have known that him shouldn't do it.
Ragashanti, let me tell you something. You see, man, enough man, every skirt, you could have done a map tick from is a skirt, them draw feet. You understand me? So we as women, we understand ourselves.
Well on. So, so you're saying that because men, the proclivity, not a big word, because man, them just look everybody and anybody. You just understand that about man, but you say more responsibility upon the woman them now. Well, the woman them should be more responsible, but you gotta excuse the man them because I just some man stay. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's so
Right. Them are cussing, you know.
Me not believe if they want to cuss me because all father a drafty, them daughter, friend, father, a drafty, all type of woman. You understand me? So we must understand ourselves, Raga.
No, but why you put the burden, why you put the heavier burden upon the woman them and not excuse the man them?
Me not excuse the man them.
No, but
Me
in
not-
comparison to the woman them, you basically I say, boy, I just saw the man them turn. Why, yeah, the man, based on what you said, the man them I get a little break in comparison to the woman. You hold the woman them to a higher standard.
Because man a man. You understand me? A woman must understand themselves. Man must understand themselves, you know, but as what them say, we can't do what the man them do and still be a lady.
Well, you
understand
still
me?
buy, you still believe that?
So them say,
Me know, but you still believe it. It sounds like you're applying that right now to your analysis of this thing. You still believe that? Because you have some woman nowadays, they must say, well, that foolish is that. Them the days are done.
Ragashanti, me have a best friend, you see?
Yeah.
And the man used to put argument to me and them something there.
Yeah.
And me never tell her yet, you know. And me never do it. And guess what, no?
Yeah.
You see, if he did ever get through, he would have tell about the girl. We can't tell about the girl what I'm used to do, but through me stand up firm.
Mm-hmm.
from
Oh,
me
so
and
him
your
tell her, say,
friend.
him did a draft for you and thing and you never send on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyhow, me did do it with him, should and know. And guess what, at the end of the day, she and him left. Not because of me still, you know. They just left because them have them problem. And me and our friends same way.
Okay. All right. Me hear what them are saying. Me hear if anybody have a beat out your what's it not, you know.
All right, Tina, too cute. Me that drop you, but nobody beat me bad.
Drop her like a bad habit. Fling her a bush. All right, darling, dear. Blessings here. Okay, Prezi, give me a next. What's your other line? I'm full up. Prezi, give me a Prezi, I see line. I'm full up. Hello. What that? Lego that. Yeah, next car. Hello.
Raga.
Yeah, greetings.
Yeah, Raga.
Yeah, turn up that caller, yeah.
So, I have a question, though.
Oh, you sound so low. Oh, she sounds so low, Prezi. Yeah, go on,
Can you hear me?
No, man, you sound really low. I don't know if I hear that phone.
I say something, but me nah do it.
Yeah, you're not follow. Yeah, so what you said?
Am I sounding any better?
Oh, you sounding much better, Mike. You sounding much better. All right. Yeah.
Thank you, President, for turning it up.
See there.
So, let me ask you, though, I'm dead serious because me reach our age where I don't know, me think about things differently in our life.
Yeah.
Maybe back then me not think about it. But like nowadays, right?
Yeah.
When people give people recommendations, them normally try to, I don't say it's not good to see every man or woman, but that's how me think about things in our life. Me different. People, me different. So let me tell you something, not a phone caller. The one that does call. I mean, also she not a good phone. Not a phone, let me tell you something. I also talk about Nana close Raga. So, Nana phone, let me tell you this. It's when time somebody keep coming to me and say, oh, you know, Gloria's the food nice, you know. Over Gloria's the food nice. At one point in my life, I'm going to want to go to try Gloria's food.
Right.
So if me and your friend and every minute you come to me and I tell me about your man sort out, and the time you go try it, you want to come drop me as a friend, move up.
Tambourine. No, but see, some people are going to listen and say, nah, man, but the reason why the person come and tell about her man sort out all the while, it's because she trusts you because you are her friend.
No, I know. I was just being mischievous.
Okay.
I was being mischievous.
No, but the reason, me don't think you're serious, you know.
I think, no, and me I be mischievous. But when me I think sometimes, sometimes we stop it local. Sometimes we just tell a friend them about the sort out. And some of the friend them will keep telling about the sort out. The friend them good on a TV in a good relationship and no man. You understand me?
It's an issue come up all the while because remember, you know, women especially have this thing. Oh my God, it's so good. I just have to tell somebody about it, right? That's something there. It's so good. We just have a confide in her. And when it good, as soon as them... Me know somebody, you know, and you know them too. We meet, she get one good sort out, right in her TamFam, yeah. And as soon as she jump off of the man instrument, you know, she call her friend right in front of the man, you know. One other TamFam, you know, right in front of the man. And right away she have to tell the man how good the sort out is where she just get and whatever and go in and be details and whatever. No, nothing like that never happen. But, you know, when I say, yo, stop rub butter, puss mouth and all them something there. But then somebody say, no, but if your friend, it shouldn't matter. If no matter what, no care what your friend tell you about her man, and no care what your friend tell you about him woman or whatever, you shouldn't pre that this or whatever. So, this the juggling there. And it's just in this particular
situation. If you have some bona fide friend, but if you have bona fide friends still in regard, some bona fide friend, I'm not going to tell no lie.
Yeah.
Let me use an example. Like if me and Delia, if me go tell Delia about my husband, and she tell about her husband.
Yeah.
No matter how you tell them about the goodness, so that not cross your mind. But suppose it's just a regular friend and you tell them about maybe one side man and tell them about it good and so. That I'm not gonna mash up my friendship for that because I'm not gonna violate my friend husband. I'm not gonna violate my friend husband. I tell you the truth. I may not expect my friend, if I'm a bona fide friend, to violate my husband. I'm not gonna tell a lie. But Not to life. Me have a friend and me have a little man and she go take him. Me not live for that.
You know, live,
take the friend too.
You end up just take all the friend too, don't
But
well,
I to tell you,
right,
at
well,
the age of 2021, me different, me an adult, me grown, me do what me feel like.
no, but here the situation, you know, where we are seeing, and cause them all a style up your brother, and I say, well, I must be man and all them something there. But what he might try to explain, I mean, I take no side, you know, just I say, what he might say now, him brethren, him know him brethren for a long time when them used to, in the street at Jamaica, and them used to do politics together and thing at Jamaica for them party and look out for one another and watch each other head back and save each other, you know, and whatever this and that. So him say, man, him brethren go way back, right? And the woman now, him there with another 1 year, about 2 years, them there are probably more or something like so, right? But he must say, yeah, I know like say, you know, he must say, based upon the thing with him woman, him rate him brethren friendship more than the thing with him woman, and he must say, him not trust woman anyway. You know, but he must say, boy, him rate him brethren, you know, proven over how many years from go back to Jamaica and whatever. That makes sense? That logic, the sound? The logic, the solid to you?
Really, no, me sorry, but I don't like him reasoning with that.
Oh.
No.
Because me I know of another situation, you know, where a famous person who don't know Jamaica too, right? Him left Jamaica and come up here work, left him car with him brethren. And at the time, him lady never drive. So through him always a carry her go work and all him something there, this and that and thing and whatever. And, you know, him say, yo, you have a car, you know, but just make sure, say, you drop her when she go work and whatever, this and that, and pick her up because of me do that. So you can't do that. So his brethren say, yeah. And a two well-known entertainer too, where everybody know. So when him gone now, that one day, him tell, the common card, oh, me have something for go pick up round so. Yeah. And carry the girl gone we around like you go on hell shower there and whatever this and that, come back and then pull over upon road and drive here. But you know, she little and neat, you know, but a bad girl, you know. A bad girl, you know, and she, you know, and go say boom and one hold her and thing, you know, look good girl too, you know, whatever, you know, prepper, you know. And she have to drive 2 stone man for lick him down and all them something and whatever and anyway. So she stopped take ride with him and I spend up her own money with her. So when him forward now, she tell him exactly what happened. And you know, so him say, why am I not give up my brethren friendship for you, you know? Mash up already, you know, man.
Yeah.
Mash up already. And I said, no, I'm a
that's
general.
Friendship. I feel them would have more easy to give up the man. Because I think, I tell you the truth, especially for the man draw from a friend. Now, so my friend should know better, but I think would have more give the man. Maybe
nah, because what I say is, our woman for feel this, so now, and all you know what me, you know, so me understand for the thing with security and thing. Our woman for feel that, so now, whatever, she do the right thing, you understand, and make sure, so boom, and him friend violate, and him a go defend the friend over her, and all them something there, whatever.
Yeah.
And all them thing there. And she end up out there with him for a while. And no found a Jamaica on probably know who one thing because he bridging up here so now and the other one down the two and whatever. I don't know. But anyway, let me take some other call. Are you charging?
One thing I for big up to about, you know, I just remember, you know, writer, All Up Road and Lady Musgrave Corner.
All Up Road and Lady Musgrave.
And Lady Musgrave, right at King's house next to man.
No, I know the corner there.
Up Road that or All Up Road?
Up Road.
Right, and the corner, Lady Musgrave there, so man. You know that right, so it's Fridays there now, man.
TGI there, yeah.
You have one big old billboard there, so with Ragashanti the on it and the 99, Bridge 99, you see, listen.
I mean, I lie. So Bobby Clark never tell me about that. How Bobby Clark?
Spread out and it's to a Bridge 99 in Ragashanti, big.
I lie. So Bobby Clark never tell me about that.
I'm pretty.
Right out of King's house, there's a big intersection that, you know.
That's a big, anybody a drive a big, pretty and light up nice at night time.
No, but you know what, Bobby, I'm missing because Bobby need to tell me them, because when the bad man come at me, I need to know, you know. I need to know, man.
You see something up clear. You see something I play at show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it's big and pretty.
I lie, and that's a one. Bobby Clark.
Yes.
Bobby Clark. You know, so Bobby Clark initial is BC. Bobby Clark, I want the BC. You never Bobby Clark, oh, you never tell me that.
When you're driving and you're trying to listen from Bridge 99, it's so nice down there.
Why No, man, you know, say Bobby Clark and Cynthia Shay Clark. I would never tell me some of them on big Billboard down at Jamaica. Right at King's house. A big intersection that, you know.
Yes, no bumpy on it.
I'm a face no bumpy in that. Jesus have mercy. Some actually look like me and somebody on it, don't it? Like
it's airbrush and pretty and look good, yeah.
Lord
and the nose look spread out like them fix it.
No, don't talk about the fix nose. If you leave your nose broad, see them here. Leave your nose broad, see. We want to see the nose. The nose to look like, you know, that tunnel that will lead from Britain to France. Yeah, and that nose that we are working. Yeah, my broad nose fit me.
Yeah.
No, hey, listen, you're my sister, you know, so you know, say me and you not gonna get involved in nothing. Me know your husband and we good. But one day, if you take a kiss off of my nose, that me I tell you, and get some good luck. If you take a kiss off, listen to me, don't argue with me. One day, Rhea, wait, your husband did tell Rhea don't say nothing like that. One day, if you just take a kiss off of my nose and get some good luck, and that me I tell you, don't go around the thing. I'd rather have the lucky nose. I'd rather have the lucky nose around here. I'd rather have the lucky big nose. Rather have the lucky big nose. Oh.
Bye-bye.
All right, boo. I'm a mad friend that. Hey, President, Bobby, if you do that. Bobby know the thing set because people could have done their bad mind me. I'm with a day and I say, Bombata, where the heat here come from? I must something. Right? Because you don't know, so we have to study them things here in a pressy. We have to know what's going on. And somebody have to call and tell me, watch it. Pressy, call him. Got me serious, man. Call him backside. You call him? Or you want me to take a call first? All right, let me give me a call first. You know where I call him right now? Are him up on the line? No. All right, hello, caller. What are going?
Hi, Raga.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. I said I'm going to call you before my husband comes home.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because he hates when I laugh when you're on.
I'm sorry, say that again?
He hates when I'm laughing.
Okay.
And you make me laugh.
Okay. He hates it when I make you laugh?
Yeah, he gets chest pain, I swear.
That is interesting. But anyway, what you want to talk about tonight? Talk to me.
Oh, no, about your topic.
Yeah.
No, I would have to cut them both off.
Okay.
Yeah, because the trust would be lost. There couldn't be any friendship or any relationship. I would have to just cut them off.
Okay. Is that easier said than done?
Might, because I've never been in the situation.
Right.
So it might be easier said than done, but that would be my take on it.
All right. You have a best friend now?
Yeah.
You have a good friend now, and you obviously have an husband.
Yes.
Like literally imagine them both in that situation. You think you could cut off that friend?
Not.
Definitely what?
Oh, yeah, both of them.
You could cut off that friend and your husband right now if that happened to you?
Yes.
Okay, that is interesting.
I couldn't sleep beside him knowing that what he did, although he came to me and he told me.
Right.
The trust would be lost. There would be no respect.
Right.
He didn't respect me at the time when he went to her, so I can't see.
No, but what if he said, what if he said, baby, listen to me, I apologize, and thing or whatever. I'm wrong, I know I'm wrong, I know I'm wrong, but if it's any consolation, I did not approach her at all. She was the one who threw herself on me and thing, and yes, I am wrong to have given in, and I was even telling her that I don't want to do it, and she insisted, and we ended up doing it. What if he said something like that? Would that mitigate, your decision in any way?
No, it won't make any difference.
It wouldn't make any difference?
No.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't make any difference to me. It would have everything would have to finish at that point.
At that point. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
on both sides.
But you say whenever you listen to me or whatever, and I make you laugh, your husband is not comfortable with that.
No, he gets chest pain. He put the pillow over his head because I usually watch you on my TV, right?
Right.
And he would just turn his back or lie on his tummy and then put the pillow over his head.
And him get chest pain.
Chest pain because I'm laughing so much.
I'm having a little bit difficult. I'm having some difficulty understanding exactly.
I swear, Raga. My sister is listening to you right now.
Right.
And she can advocate for it. I tell her all the time.
No. Since I've been doing this on both sides, you have men who will come up to me and be like, "Yo, my wife loves you. You're my wife's husband." This is the husband that said this to me. So you have those type of men, but you also have men who get very uncomfortable, insecure, jealous, all kinds of things, with women who with their ladies who like to listen to me. But this is sounding like some sort of anxiety attack that is triggered, because, the constriction that usually comes that results in chest pain and so forth. That?
Rather, in this not like when I laugh with no man, like, it's just men in general, but when I laugh extra with you, then just get the extra chest pain.
I'm sorry, that just sounds funny. Raga can't do me laugh. Him not like when I laugh. When any man, when I laugh, I find anything nice about any man. But you see, to me laugh extra with you, him get extra chest pain. Yo, that is interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah, don't think I'm joking. The only reason I can't call him is because he's at work.
He's at work. So is it the case that then once he's there, you avoid watching me on the TV? Then? Oh, for people who don't. Okay. Oh, is it? Oh, what you still do?
I still have to watch.
You still? So
I still have to watch. You must put the pillow over his head.
And it's not really like he doesn't like me. It's just that his love for you is such that him not like fear when you laugh.
I don't know what it is. It happened with if I'm laughing other men.
Yeah.
It happened as well when I get uncomfortable or whatever. But with you, because I'm so happy and I get so,
Right.
It's just extra. It does come out extra.
Right. But so he's generally uncomfortable with anything that you have towards any other man that you find interesting or whatever. Yeah. So if you watch Steven, you're like, oh my God, Denzel, Washington is so hot. Chris Brown looks so good. He's still going to get uncomfortable with that. But because you laugh so hard with Raga, it makes it even worse for him.
With Raga, yes.
That is interesting. How old is he?
He's 25.
He's 25. Oh, he's okay. He's somewhat on the okay.
I'm the same age as well. But
you're the same age. Okay, all right then. That's interesting. Well, perhaps you will develop some, shall we say, some resilience.
But I'm not stop listening to Raga. It can't stop.
It can't stop. It can't stop.
I'm not stop.
And you're not stop.
I can get the little chest pain,
make little chest pain reach him and all these things. Make him have to go
sometimes
work with.
he ain't good feel.
All right, here we go on now. I'm not disrespect him, I just talk directly to you. And I just want to know, so I appreciate that thing. They say I turn up strong with Raga, and Raga turn up strong with you. All right? All right. I appreciate
so much.
I appreciate you more and all these things. All right?
Okay. Have a great night, Raga.
I love you, boo. You have a wonderful night right now.
Good night.
Okay. Oh, some of you are a little bit confused sometimes when I hear people say they're watching me on TV. People, this is the era of technology. What happens right now is that all the broadcasts, they're on YouTube. And everybody pretty much have digital TV right now. And once it's on YouTube or Facebook or wherever, people can just them can use them phone in just one touch. If you have one of them Samsung smartphone, just one touch or something. And whatever you're watching on your phone can come on your TV. So for those of you who are confused about the TV thing and you think if we have a TV still, no, it's YouTube and Facebook and whatever. And when people watch these things on their phones, they can, in just one touch, they can put it on their beautiful 4K smart TV. That's the thing right now. So when a lot of people watch these radio shows now that are also videotaped. They watch it on TV. Yeah, call Mr. Clark for me now. Yeah, hello? Hello? Yeah, Bobby Clark?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. First of all, let me just extend my apologies for calling you at this time of the night. After 10, I understand you're a very committed... I know, not understand. I know you're a very committed family man and all these things, so I think so. Please, just accept my sincere apology. But somebody is in Jamaica.
You're allowed.
Yes, one of my TamFamers is in Jamaica, and right now, and she actually lives up here in Florida, but she's in Jamaica right now, and she just informed me that she was going through the intersection of Lady Musgrave Road and Hope Road, by King's house there. And she said that she saw a magnificent billboard, huge big board, with one Ragashanti. And of course, that would be me, right? Ragashanti is me, the person talking to you right now.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
And in case you don't know, I just want to remind you, the same Ragashanti is your friend of some 20-odd years right now talking to you. Okay, right? Also,
About 29, actually.
29. Somewhere thereabouts, okay, right? And so I don't know, right? So we don't even talk about me working for the Bridge 99 FM and IrieJam, whatever this. Do you realize you just endangered my life? But why did you not tell me that I'm on billboards in Jamaica and things like that? Somebody have to call me from Jamaica and tell me that, Bobby Clark.
Well, first of all,
I
don't handle all parts of the business, and I would like to inform you that your best friend, Miss Shinta Shea Clark, is in charge of the billboards, and she said everybody was informed about their images being used for. She said maybe not Raga, but everybody was informed about their billboards.
Hold on. She didn't hear. She never beside her. She said, wait, maybe not Raga, right? That's what she just said, right? No, I look at her. You're being hesitant now because I don't want to throw my wife under the bus.
No, I gladly. That would be all the time. She's right here.
Listen to me now. Based on what I do, this cannot work. If I am on a billboard, I need to know that because sometimes heat comes at me, right? Bad mind heat comes at me, and I need to know where the source is from. So if I'm getting billboard bad mind coming at me, I need to know. You understand? So if I get some hatred that come from me from Jamaica, I say, at the billboard I beat them, man, at the King's house billboard I batter them out there. That's why they eat there. You have to tell me these things. You just risk my life.
Well, it could be King's house one, the one in Parade, downtown, the one in Montego Bay, Ocheria, in Manor Park.
What?
Happy Tree could be any of them.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Right.
Are you serious?
Or Portmore. Portmore is big, yeah.
Portmore?
Yeah.
Cynthia Shea Clark has been
She's right here, hold on.
Good night, Raga.
Nobody come with a sweet voice. Nobody come with a sweet voice. It not work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Imagine, you have me in the doghouse because I didn't play Santa Claus and whatever. You're in the doghouse right now. You are in the doghouse right now. You are in the doghouse right now. Okay. And I'm going to ask your husband permission to punish you. Okay. All right then. So where exactly are these billboards? Say somebody just called me and said, Raga, I'm just a drive past King's house, out of Hope Road and Lady Musgrave and a youth up on the billboard, big. I mean, I listen Bridge 99 FM and think and it sound good and what. I say, what are you talking about? I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything.
No, that is definitely my fault. I'll take the punishment. My apologies, sir.
Okay.
But we're just making sure that everybody is quite aware that Ragashanti is back on air and that the bridge is out there with load and proud.
See, the man
We're just
thing,
doing the work, brother. We're doing the work.
No, man, I appreciate it because, remember, couple, every week we still get a couple of people. I say, we just fine, and thing and whatever. I know these things take a little time to build up.
But we're gonna ramp. Yeah, it's taking its time, but we're definitely ramping up the promotions and stuff. Hence the billboards, which will be up and running for at least the better half of 2022. And we have a whole lot more coming.
Oh my God. Well, I want to thank you for the impressive work that you're putting in with the promotion right there. This is serious business, of course, and I was almost about to apologize for calling you guys so late at your home again. But I will not do so because I think it was warranted.
Well, the next time I'm driving by one and I glimpse yours, I'll take a screen grab and send it to you.
Oh, please do. I would love to see it. All right. All right. Thanks, Cynthia. Huh?
I'm going to do your radio show. Good night.
Okay, good night, Cynthia Shay Clark. And look at, you see, me are one of the few people pronounce your name correct, you know. Yeah.
I know.
Not only I pronounce it correct.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, but the mood, because somebody can say Cynthia Shay, and it not, but I always say Cynthia Shay. You hear that? You hear the difference? Yeah, there is like some sort of emotional thing behind it that is positive. Hello, all right? Big up yourself, all right?
Right.
All right, take care. Yo, more see that, hey, people, one Jamaica, who see the Ragashanti, any of the Ragashanti billboard them down in Jamaica, take a picture of it and send it to my email, ragashanti@gmail.com. Send it to my email, ragashanti@gmail.com, RAGASHANTI, RAGASHANTI. People, you don't know what I say. I go in the bathroom today for beard, you know. And we don't get in any details. You know, the water kind of take a little time for warm up. Some are used to that. Basement, we not get in. But just know, say, the water take a little time for warm, but it get hot, you know. So I don't know, say, winter kick, you know. So, me know if I turn on the pipe and make it run, and then go back and check it and thing. So I go back and check and thing, it now get warm. I go back and check and thing, it now get warm. I go back and check and... So after about 15, 20 minutes of checking, it dawned on me, you know, there is some sort of... Some problem I go on. Some problem I go on with the pipe. And this is from yesterday. Me know not gonna beat me about this, but I don't care. I don't care. You know who not beat from yesterday? And as long as that water cold, no bathing now go on. Right? Thank God me not know where to go or whatever, this and that. Keep myself quiet. Right? Listen to me, man. No bathing no go on yesterday. No bathing no go on today. And if that thing, if it not figure out by tomorrow, no bathing now go on tomorrow. Friday, no bathing now go on either. Saturday, now free up. Me go still put on me Hefner robe or whatever. But it shall be an dirty cane. If me no promise nobody that. Me not bathing in no cold. Me not bathing in no cold water in a winter in a New York City and whatever. You understand? One time that did happen to me at Connecticut. One whole week in the winter. Right? The hot water gone. And it's a one whole week me give them a Misa Frownsy rub up. A Misa Frownsy rub up. Right? Who don't like it? Like I'm going to steer from people. Right? And a Jamaica I come from. So I know that wipe up something there. Jamaica I come from. I know that wipe up something there. People, before we start, done me. Right? Yes, thank you, Nakita. We know about tidy. Me we tidy. If you don't come from Jamaica, you don't know about that stuff. You hear tidy, I don't even know what we mean. Tidy is wipe up, right? Right? Sometimes when you're beard at Jamaica, you grow up and get to them, so make sure you're tidy, you know, because you never beard, so tidy, right? And tidy mean, you just swap off your rag, you wipe out your armpit, and you wipe up down there so, type of thing, and whatever, and you wipe up your the parts of your body that are populated by creases. All right? Right. So that is tidy. Me not promise nobody in any winter for go bathe in no cold water. Right? And it just not happen, people. Me not care what no one say. Yo, let me tell you something. I don't need to understand the context of this. People, when me did liquor bit and when me did younger and there Jamaica, I be a tenement yard me living in, right? And you see, bathing, it was a highly traumatic experience. Because when you're upon morning shift, right? And you have to dip on the bus by 7 o'clock to reach school by 8 o'clock. That means you have to wake up 5:30, 6 o'clock. And bathe and eat your breakfast. Sometimes, you get a little bit older, but have to iron my car key. And them something there, whatever, and wait. People, there was a ritual that I went through when me go into that bathroom. First of all, me didn't have to take up a bath board. Because when you're a tenement, you have to carry your own bath board, go to the bathroom where everybody use. And when you go in there, the bathroom, you put on the bath board, and I go in there. And when you go in there, you have to kind of, I go in there for you in the bathroom, and you lock the bathroom door with a little latch, and you can cross the latch. First of all, you stand up a little bit, and you have to kind of like start build your resolve. People, this is like going to war, you know. When you go bearded with a cold water in Jamaica, it's like going to war. You don't just walk in a war like that. You will die. You will die. So your mind up in a right. So what you do now, you just stand up on that. You stand up the first thing and you just kind of like, and you have to have a serious face because I don't even a joke thing this. And then what you do now, you kind of, watch up on the video, right? So it's like say the pipe they up, right? Because we never have them sprinkle some. I just one straight thing pipe come. So what you do next now, you lean over your hand for turn on the pipe. But when you turn on the pipe, you're keeping a distance from where the water going to come down because the water don't touch you yet. And you go so boom, and you turn on the pipe and the water start go down. And then you stand up for a minute and then you look on the water. You watch the water go down. You watch the water go down little bit and thing. You watch the water go down. You watch it. Because you build up that courage if you go under the water, people. This is a ritual, This is a serious thing, You talk about combat. You talk about, what are the elite army units in the United States? In the army, you have the Ranger, you have Delta Force. The ones that's more celebrated is in the Navy, the SEAL team. We're talking SEAL team operation here. This is serious. This is very serious. So you watch your water. And then when you watch your water now, here's the first thing what you do. You lift up my right foot a little bit, and then I kind of push the foot towards the water. Slowly, you don't want to rush it. Don't rush it. It can get traumatic, you rush it. Don't rush it. And then you slowly put your foot towards the water, right? And right as your toe out for touch the water, you stop a little bit. Stop right there, sir. Stop right there, sir. And then you kind of brace yourself and give yourself some more resolve, right? You give yourself some more resolve. And then what you do after that, remember now, you put the right at the edge of the water, run, come down, and you stand up on your left foot and your right foot, the right near the water, and think about it. And what you do? You barely push your big toe under the water and drag right back, kind of ready yet. It's not time. Listen to me now, man. A trauma, you have to wet your foot and kind of get the little feeling of the cold water, make it, After I touch your big toe and thing and whatever, and this and that, and then after a while, you put back your foot again and wear it. Here's the thing when enough people won't tell you. Ordinarily, when you're beer, they're supposed to wet up first, no? No, when it's cold water, that not happen. That not happening, No, that not happen. What you do now, after you kind of wet your foot a little bit and whatever, you get your rag. And you wet your rag under the water. And you hold your rag in a way on the diagonal. Your hand must step on the diagonal. So when the water lick your rag, it just wet up the rag and it's not wetting anywhere else on you. You don't need that type of stress. This is about technique, right? So you hold the rag under the water. And you make the water wet up a rag, making sure that not even a minuscule amount of water I can splash by you. You don't need that stress. Do not subject yourself to unnecessary stress. Why torture yourself? We shouldn't be causing harm to ourselves. No. All right. So after you wet your rag now, you draw it from the water. And you start soap up your rag. But you have to soap up your rag, kind of hold the rag low, you know? Because, you know, still don't want the water touch you, you soap up your rag. And yes, you start soap up without wet up. But it a go cool. But it's a different cool. And when you put the rag on you, it's like you kind of test it first. You kind of, when you put the rag on you, it's like, you know, just put the rag so you know, you kind of go, right? And thing and whatever. And you soap up as much as you can. And you make sure so you soap up under your armpit. You make sure so you soap up. And we are man. And somehow we have to, you know, make sure so we clean so and so, pull back so and so, and clean so and so. And my mother did have this thing about make sure you soap up in your ears and around your ears. It's just a thing. And between your toenail and whatever. But if you do all of that before you do the toe and them sitting there and whatever, and then you soap. Then after you're done soap up now, you have an option. But this option is very serious, you know. It's like you're in the battlefield and you know the enemy is out there. And, you know, you have options, you know. So the enemy is on the left and the enemy is on the right. But you have an option, you know. Just one set of them you have to kill, right? So, you can either go right under the shower and go wash off. Very fast. Let me tell you how that do. Or you actually wash out the rag. Wash out the rag, out the soap out of the rag first. Right? Wash out the soap out of the rag. And then after you wash out, you use the rag and wipe off the soap because you're not going under that water. You're not subjecting yourself to that torture under that water. Right? You are not self-defeating. Right? You're not wicked to yourself. You don't do them something there. When water cool at Jamaica, you just gone and died. So why? Why the harm to yourself? You don't need to do that. Or if you decide to go under the water, which I must admit, I bravely done at some point. You see, when you're going to go under the water, there's an art to this thing, you know. Because you have to go near the water now, you know. Remember, I said the soap, the pan, you know, so your body kind of cold, a little bit of breeze and blow, because you don't have them end closed, something that the bathroom door closed, you know, but the top of the bathroom thing you always have, and look, ear me come in. For summer, it's like a warm and thing and humid. But, you know, like in winter, we don't say winter, but like in December, it was cold, so you have to be careful. Worse if you live like a Mavis Bank and all them cold place there and them place and whatever. But anyway, it's when you go near the water, people. This is the last part, you know. It's when you go near the water now, and you just brace yourself, you know. You just give yourself like a count to 3, you know. 1. That time the water are running, and you don't soap up now, you know. And the pipe still are running, you know. 2. You see, as you said, 3. You just run going under the water, you just start shake up, you just shake up quick. And you just shake up quick. And I rub off the soap, lock off the pipe. Lock off the pipe quick after that. And after that, you wring out your rag and dry off quick because when the water they you, the cold come by you even more. Right? The water they you, the cold come by you, so you have to dry off quick. And that is when you actually bathe. Now, early out as you, me did have some time when me don't bathe. Me just wet up your rag. Until my mother figured that out, couple backs in my head back and thing. Then me start soap up your rag and wring out your rag. My mother beat me this so again and whatever this and that. Because she said, then, oh, you just beard and you say shine. Right? So till me start soap up your rag and wipe off some part when I shine. When I shine and whatever. But then she will look back at my ears. And then whatever this is when it was a drama and a trauma. And when I grew up on a bed. So people, me no promise nobody that. I come from a background where you catch water in a bath pan and you put it out in your yard in the sun for warm up. That was our warm water. So that the cold water no kill we. You catch the water in a bath pan and back time some iron bath pan we used to work with. And you put that out in the sun. And you don't be till about 12, 1 o'clock when that warm and your feet and say, yeah, and you care about the bath pan when I can't and go bathe. Oh, me not promise nobody that. Me not be hearing no cold water up in New York. Make them not fix a pipe, then. No? I mean, it says sting for a week. You're lucky and thing. But them say them say it's supposed to fix by tomorrow. Them say it's supposed to fix by tomorrow. Me, them can fix it whenever they want, you know. As long as it fix, bearding a go on. If it don't fix, I beer tied it to them structure. Me, nah, getting in a tram and a cold water tram up in this for nobody. Well, what I break, we soon forward.
New style, yes, new flow.
The Bridge. The Bridge, 99 FM to the world.
This is Zion Stewart, and you're listening to my dad, the awesome Ragashanti, on Bridge 99 FM.
Check. We're up with other thing. Just want to remind you that I'm here on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Wednesdays, and Fridays on the Bridge 99 FM. With you, the Bridge Nation, until 9 o'clock, right? 9 o'clock, I saw the thing set. You see it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9 o'clock, right here on the Bridge 99 FM. And of course, you can listen on the Bridge 99 FM in Jamaica, or also on the website, thebridge99fm.com, or on all social media platforms. I want to find a thing, if you... give me a call, Prezi. Give me a call. Prezi? Oh. Okay. Yeah, man. If you're lady or you're gentleman, Prezi, there is. Prezi? Yeah? Oh. I don't know. See that again? Okay, all right. Hello?
Hello. Hi, Raga.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. Now, first, I want to start off with I'm not a wicked person.
You're not a wicked person?
No.
Oh, no, well, you see, once you start with that disclaimer, you know, trouble daddy.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
So, it was the first Christmas I spent in Jamaica.
Your first Christmas in Jamaica, okay.
So, one of my relatives that was there, you know, when it came time for the bathing part, because, you know, the house I stayed, you know, we have no doggone hot water there, okay? So, the bathing, all right, no problem. Well, this relative ends up saying, you know, man, going in that water.
What did the relative say?
I don't know. Like, man, like going in the water, like taking a shower.
Right.
So what I did was I said, well, you know, there is a way to deal with the water. And when you do this, you won't find any problem at all. I said, when you go in the shower, what you're supposed to do is go in back first.
Back first? Jesus God. Are your technique that?
No, I don't do that.
Oh. So when you said going back first, why? You have to talk faster, you know. You have to talk with too much pause.
The way the person, because I'm trying not to laugh. So then, because the way the person ended up, like, yelling out when they were in the shower. But I just figured they knew better.
What
you know?
Was this because of the cold water? Joking. Was this because of the cold water?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I was joking, and I thought, you know, they knew better.
They knew better that the water was going to be cold?
Yeah, because, come on now, you don't bathe in the shower, like, you know, a couple of days, and you saw the water was cold, so what makes you think it's going to be different if you go in back first?
Listen to me.
But I was joking.
No, hold on. I know who's talking to me, and you're in Connecticut, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Why you think people complain about the winter every winter?
Because it's cold.
Yeah, because it's so why you don't say, but you know better. You know, say winter is cold. Why people still complain about the winter?
Well, it's cold, and yes, you know that's what's going to happen. So you know the weather's going to drop, so it's nothing new.
And them still
so
complain.
Sit there and
and
they still complain, which is
not only that.
Why.
There's almost a traditional pastime here in New York. Whenever they have bitter winter storms, that's it. My last winter here. I am not staying here. This is nowhere for even in particular Jamaican and Caribbean people. Me come from a land where a sunshine. No human being supposed to live so. Me not stay here so. The next winter nah catch me here. Me a move. Me going down south. Me done with this. And every winter them do the same thing. And by spring come. Oh my God, it's nice out. It's so nice out. It's so nice out. And some of them enjoy themselves and nobody now move on, not now whatever, and them enjoy the summer. And they go right back around to winter and them go right back through the same thing. It's a coping mechanism, you know. It's just their way of managing the thing. You know, and some, you know when you women say, no, I just need to cry about it and then I'll be okay. I just need a good cry, or no, I just needed to talk about it. I don't need anybody to judge me. I just need to talk about it. I don't need it to tell me nothing or whatever. And it's just management.
It's just a purge.
Yeah, it's just a purge. It's just like, so people do that, even with bathroom, with cold water in bathroom. You have your coping mechanism, so you're expressing disgust, you're expressing all sort of anxiety, your body is reacting in ways, in convulsions or with some sort of anxiety attack, and it's just this ritual that you go through, but it's just your way of dealing with it, you know?
Right.
And we in Jamaica, we are no exception in that regard when it comes to cold. Let me tell you something, cold water. No, man, I tell you, cold water want different something. And different something. Me no know.
Yeah, and then one year I invited, then one year when I was there, I had invited other relatives there. And one of my cousins, she ended up saying, my back has not gotten wet yet while I took a shower.
Mm-hmm. Your what?
Her back, the whole time she was there, her back never got wet.
Never get wet. Shower. Yeah, that is not unusual for when water cold.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I'm different. I'm built different.
No, the problem with some of those people, though, like when you meet them outside and you hug them and you like rub them back a little bit, before you know it, all kind of black something I run up in I be a dirt dip on them back. Them back dirty, man. Them back dirty. I be a dirt dip on them.
Wait, but... Raga, do you have access to a tub, or do you have a stall?
Both.
So you haven't considered maybe boiling pots of water?
Me would do man. No, me just go on with my antics, just know whatever. But if it come down to it, water, my water will boil, man. Don't worry yourself, man. Nah, man. I wish a Tony and make. I wish a Tony and make fashion.
Tony and make fashion.
Tony ass, them sitting there, man, from Mama Lou, Miss Lou. I wish a Tony and make fashion. So hours beat them thing that. Oh, you mean when I ram for boil water, a regular thing that man. Even that do you will have a bad pan of water, but you will boil something of water and you just throw a pot of hot water in the bad pan of water. So the water not really end up hot, but just a one little pot, just warm it up just enough for make your beard and all them little style, man.
Take the edge.
Yeah, all them little style and whatever. No, remember, Jamaicans who come from humble background, the ones in country, they're quite accustomed for bathing a river. Them know for bathe a river. Keep on your underwear and bathe in a river. Some people do it naked, but, techniques to keep on your underwear and bathe a river. Or somebody like me who grew up in a tenement yard, bathroom, but me also grew up in a yard where the bathroom was just like a zinc where block off one little corner. And you're around there with your bath pan. And you have to have your bath pan and your soap, your carbolic soap. And you think,
and I bathed in that too.
Yeah, and you go back at the zinc. and thing and what. That's why you have all these stories, you know, about what happened back at the zinc bathroom in a tenement. Yeah. Hey, I will if people do around this, you know. I will if something going on there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it, man. Not to mention peeping. Not to mention peeping, coming I lie. When me did lick a bit of little boy and whatever, you used to know one time the ladies them are beard and whatever, and you go peep, and your friend and go peep. And when we see the something with them and whatever, Lord of mercy, when them are beard and we see the something with them. And if you tell you, man, but enough of them something they go and call people beard outside. You know, when you go someplace in our country and whatever, somebody would spring them there with the water there. Everybody just did their beard open, and people used to it. It's not even a big deal. People, you know, some people will see some things and lose their mind. But once you're used to it and think, it could be like nothing. Everybody just a beard on in the spring or whatever, this or that. So some of them I grew up with. So when you hear me there talking about...
Well, see, I never, you know,
that's
I
entertainment,
never bathed in the spring.
You never bathed in the spring?
Yeah, I know. I never bathed in the... No, in Jamaica, no. I never.
You never be at a river yet.
You never be at a river yet.
You never be at a river yet. Huh? You never be at a river.
Been to the river many times.
You been to the river, but you never be at a river. Okay, all right. Now, man, river be at a nice something, man. No. River be at a nice something, man. Worse if you're there with friend and all them something there and thing, man. River be at a Jamaica a nice something, man. Ray, worse if you're there with friend and I keep up your aunt.
But the zinc bathroom that I bathed in there.
Zinc bathroom.
Outside.
Yeah, man. Just a little partition at the back of the zinc and thing, and people are see your head and them are see your foot. Yeah, them are see your head.
I was at a friend's house.
Yeah.
No, because I was over a friend's house and little get a little piece. Did that too.
What? Wait, did a little piece? What you do?
Did a little piece.
You saw it was thrown at the bathroom and at the zinc bathroom?
Yeah.
Yes, man. Yes, man. I like that, man. I like that. No, you see, when you hear people talk about they go to Jamaica and they immerse themselves in the country. No, you don't just immerse yourself in the country because you eat one jelly. When you tell me, you know, say, Raga, you know, say, I go to Jamaica. I may be back on my little zinc and thing and whatever, and I'm bad pan and whatever, this and that. I'm a gentleman come around them and I just hold the zinc and I just send it upon him. No, that is immersing yourself in the culture. That is immersing yourself in the culture. Hallelujah, man. Hallelujah. Welcome to Jamaica. You're all alone.
Jamaica.
What? What that?
I said all the times I went to Jamaica, I only stayed in a hotel one time, and that's when I went to Edonism.
Hedonism. Oh, and the one hotel you stay in Jamaica, the freakiest hotel in Jamaica, don't it, Hedo? The one hotel you ever stay.
Ever.
And all the other time you stay with your then gentleman and him people, them and them something, they don't it?
Yeah, no, because he got a house.
Oh, him have a house. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. That's a word, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. You know, I saw you if you enjoy country, right? Anybody who said them really enjoy country and thing and a dash out in our country, I don't know about that. And think they dash out in other country, then we can see I'm just being silly. All right, big up yourself here.
No. All right, take care, hon.
All right, cool. Yo, people, they are talking about bathing. You know the other thing when they take me a while for adjust to? I'm in a let it go. I never continue. I in a let it go. That's something that way people beard with up here. I can never pronounce it. What name Umfa? What? I can't hear. What you saying there, President? Something like Umfufa or whatever. Or Umfu. What? Lufa. All right then, Lufa. People, make I tell you something now with we Caribbean people. When me come and find me see some things where it did just confuse the backside out of me. First of all, when me come and find the first foreign me go was London, right? Now, it looked like, well, let me be careful with that. Because later, even though the first time I go to London, I end up a stay with Caribbean people. So there was some continuity there where I never have to worry about. But later on, I'm going to go land and I notice that I'm not have bathing rag in the hotel. Them. You have to ask for it. It's like not a thing to have bathing rag in the hotel. Them. Anyway. When I come to America now, I made that, and someone don't know my story. So I come to America, I come with the YMCA Camp Jewel, so I there at Colebrook, Connecticut. So I there upon a camping thing and whatever. I'm mostly white people, white middle class, upper class people up there, so Colebrook, Connecticut. And this is the first time I see people say them I go bathing and them I carry soap alone in them. Them I carry soap alone. For a Caribbean person, you know, we cannot understand that, you know. We can't understand that. And at one time now, I take Braveheart now, I want youth, what we didn't know, I think him near Ron, one curly hair Jewish youth. So I say, Ron, when you go be that just a soap alone, you carry. And Ron say, well, yeah. So I say, but oh, you beard. And him say, what you mean? And I say, like, you don't have a bathing rag. And him say, bathing rag? What do you mean a bathing rag? So I say, you've never like soap up a rag? And him say, no. So I say, all your life, you be. Him say, him just rub up his soap on him body. Listen to me now, people. Listen to me now, people. You must meet. No found you must meet them people and whatever. You see them like, and them like, you know, to a camp and you have, you know, it's a kind of communal type of thing. So when you're in the dorms, them and the lodge, them and the cabin, them, you see, you know, people. Some of them people like a bathroom and them not have no rag. It was just the strangest thing to me. Because then my thing is that, remember, you know, this is me, you know, the typical boy pick me, you know, when I grew up and think your mother have to beat if you beat properly. And if me can reach up on them with me and say, no, something is wrong, so what the rag there? You know, them time you're older now, so you know, you're not the foolishness and whatever you beat. And you know, whatever. But, and as some know, say, no, a whole heap of people beard with only soap. Them entire life, them just rub up a soap on themselves and that's it. Then now, you have one thing, you know, where the why name President Lufa? Lufa. That Lufa something, you know. Me did I date this girl and thing and she had beard with that look at something the Lufa and I rag me I use and she said, you should try it, man. And I said, no, she said, try it, man, and whatever. And she swap up a little plastic sitting, a plastic loofah, and she said, no, man, this scrub your skin better. And all these things and whatever. But just kind of humor and go and work with it and thing like a bit and whatever. But I couldn't manage it. Because it not have the whole heap of sod where the rag have. The rag have the whole heap of sod in it, man. And thing, and you know, you have the right soap and you soap up your rag. You don't have to soap up back your rag again. That rag there with us. Be the whole of your body because you have the right rag with a whole heap of soap in it. The loofah sitting in a wall. The loofah sitting in a wall. It don't wall it. Then one time, you know, I date to our next girl now. It's a glove she work with in the people. I don't know what you call that, you know. Prezi, you know, say you have one gloves where you can't wear your gloves and whatever. So my girl have the gloves now and whatever. And she said, nah, man. Make me soap you up, man, with the gloves on. She soap up the gloves now and I soap me up with the gloves and all these things and whatever. I soap me up. And I don't think she didn't mean nothing about it. She did just do. I think she did just do what she thinks she need to do. Because she beard her man, me. So she thinks that she beard me properly. But Prezi, the gloves something she have in her Prezi, you understand? So she has soap, the hand now, you know, whatever, right? So through the finger them now, she use the finger now for kind of scrub, you know? Why people me don't know what go fly up in her head, you know? But my girl has soap up round this and one her finger them must go lay clearly something to rat it. You know, it was just an automatic trigger for me. You know. Me no fling her off in the person. She lick up on the wall and nearly pass out for me in the bathroom there, you know. Nearly pass out for me in the bathroom there, right? Lick up her head on the wall. She have on the gloves thing. And claim say she a beard or Jamaican man or whatever. And a beard my back on when I mean I know she a move fast or whatever. One finger just come move careless. And go down with smart enough and go. Rah! I say, what you do? What you do even the swap up finger? What you do? Hey! Fling her up, man. Get me the bust up her head. Her head never bust, but she lick up her head on the wall and all them stuff. Somebody just say, listen to me now. We not gonna do this kind of swap up finger thing, gloves again. Here, I could go and work with the rag them. Here, that thing not gonna work. That swap up finger thing not gonna work, and thing. And even if it a work, it not gonna have you feel like say your finger them can travel all about for me with them not for go cause me not join or something that thing or whatever. Me don't know, like when her finger them, like she come down on the back, you know. She just scrub my back and come down and me don't know I'm whatever this and that. Because sometimes you have to be careful, you know, because some of them try to screech upon you. Some of them try to screech upon you. A mistake, what? Move for me some man. Whatever. Remember, you know, and me go choose sprinkle. And me go through the woman who come out with the pot with the bead them and thing or whatever. Some are paranoid. You understand? I'm not joining that something there. Right? TamFam has don't know what I talk about. Anyway, we run out of time, you know. All right. Yo, make sure you follow me on Ragashanti TV over YouTube. And also TamFam TV, which is formerly Culture Raga. But now it's TamFam TV. All right. Subscribe to them channel upon YouTube, especially TamFam TV. We need to get to over 1,000. Oh, what you mean? Me never read the Mixup email, but me never did ever read it. A DM, me never did ever read it. Me just tell you, say, me get one, another part of the story with the Putus Mixup when Putus did say, him, you know, him ever bring in woman for him wife. Right? And me just say, you know, them send me for them side of the thing, you know, and whatever. But anyway, people, please, me need to get more than 1,000 subscribers on TamFam TV over YouTube. So me need enough subscribe. If you're not subscribe over there, subscribe to that. So make sure you subscribe to my Mixup Entertainment channel, which is Ragashanti TV. And also my Educational Entertainment channel, which is TamFam TV. They're both on YouTube. Ragashanti TV and TamFam TV. Subscribe to both of those. Do it right now for me. And get your friends to do it also. Ragashanti TV, that's one. And the other one is TamFam TV on YouTube. Go over there and subscribe to them for me right now. All right? Take care of yourself, people. I'll be back on Friday, of course, at 9 o'clock. And, of course, this Saturday also, 8 o'clock. Free up the realest Jamaican talk show on Ragashanti TV. And I think it will be Margarita this Saturday. And who listen free up, don't know what I talk. But this Saturday is going to be Margarita. It's a Margarita Saturday. Who don't know what I talk. All right, so this Saturday, 8 o'clock, free up the realest Jamaican talk show, right? On Ragashanti TV over YouTube. But in the meantime, let's make sure you subscribe to TamFam TV and Ragashanti TV on YouTube. Bless up on yourself, people. Take care of you and yours. Be safe. All right, soon upon Friday, 9 o'clock.